We got to be very careful in a state like South Carolina. We have more foreign direct investment in this state than in any other state.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, a big night across South Carolina as candidates vying to replace the late Senator Lindsey Graham meet in a debate. In Columbia County, leaders looking at a proposal to hold off on any new data centers for now. Will that happen? And educators looking at what they'd like to see from lawmakers next session. Your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. We do thank you for joining us as coverage you can count on begins with the race for the Senate in South Carolina. Republicans debating it, and the four candidates also agreeing that if they lose the race, they would support the Republican nominee. It is time now for our first check of our weather with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, Brad, we did have some showers and storms today. Luckily, nothing severe and no flooding. And right now on Live Viper 6, I'm tracking just one heavier shower in northern Burke County, moving into Richmond County, and then some light rainfall across Richmond County at this time. So the rest of the CSRA is dry, nothing to worry about as you're headed to bed. But our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Waynesboro now showing nice dry conditions despite that rain nearby. Now, as for our almanac, we had below average high temperatures once again, only made it to 89 degrees in Augusta with around 1/100th of an inch of rain. So some of us did pick up over an inch. I'll show you that coming up in the full forecast. But as for our temperatures, we are in the mid to upper 70s, 74 in Augusta, 75 in Aiken. Not as warm as it typically could be at this time of the night. So we have some rain, cold air. Winds are coming out of the southeast. Very light conditions at this time. And for your back to school forecast tomorrow, starting out your day dry and at 70 degrees, then climbing into the lower 90s with some afternoon showers and storms. So pretty much a repeat forecast this week. I'll have more details coming up. Back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Columbia County investigators are searching for a missing 14-year-old. She's Lena Broadwell, and she was last seen on Leland Lane. Investigators asking anybody who lives off William Few Parkway between Columbia and Washington Roads to check your surveillance video between the hours of 12:30 and 4 a.m. Monday morning. If you have any information on where Lena is, please call the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office needs your help to find an escaped inmate. They say that Christopher Craig escaped from the Department of Corrections Transitional Center on Taylor Street. That was last night. Call the Sheriff's Office if you know where he is. Bamberg, South Carolina leaders looking at dissolving the city's police department and shifting law enforcement services to the Sheriff's Office there by 2027. The Times and Democrat reporting Mayor Corey Ramsey outlined this proposal in a letter a couple of weeks ago to county leaders. We asked for a copy of that letter from the city and are waiting for a response now.
When we newly took over the business here, we had break-ins few times. We feel more protected and, more safer as a business owner and doing a business in the neighborhood. It's like more closer if anything we need.
Mayor Ramsey expected to address the proposal at the Bamberg City Council meeting August 10th at 5:30 p.m. In Burke County, the Thompson Bridge Road is going to be closed. That bridge has to be shut down because a roadway is washed out. The Burke County Sheriff's Office says the road is expected to reopen by Wednesday evening, weather and work conditions permitting. Local leaders taking a close look at data centers tonight. The Columbia County Commission heard a request to hold off on any new centers until they can come up with new rules for them. Michaela Davis is in the studio with the story. Michaela?
That's right, Brad. The proposal doesn't impact the two data centers that have already been approved. It focuses on what happens next, as some people say the county should take more time before considering future developments. Commission Chair candidate Cambry Wood asked commissioners to consider a temporary moratorium on additional data centers while the county reviews ordinances. Wood says that this isn't the first time she's made the request. She said she asked for a moratorium earlier this year.
Now seems like the appropriate time to put the legwork in to get a good ordinance in place to protect county residents moving forward in spite of the two that have already been rezoned.
Wood's proposal also calls for a timeline to review the county's policies. She says the goal is to give commissioners an opportunity to address questions about future developments before more projects come up for approval.
I would definitely like to see them develop and approve a more comprehensive data center ordinance that has sufficient protections that we can feel confident moving forward that, you know, we don't have to worry about excessive utility consumption or, you know, costs coming back to the taxpayers, or where all those additional taxes are going to be applied to provide tax relief to citizens.
Others who spoke said they want to see more long-term protections in place before the county expands its data center footprint.
We need a security grant, which is money set aside so that if they pull the plug on it, then we still have money to go in there and put it back into something that's useful for the county.
I did reach out to the Columbia County Commissioners for comment. They declined an interview. I also asked whether the county would be releasing a statement on the proposal, but so far, no response. Brad, back to you.
All right, Michaela, thank you. And as we mentioned last night, the Republican County, thank you. And as we mentioned last night, the Richmond County, is going to hold 3 public meetings next month to get feedback on its proposed rules for data centers. Those dates for you are August 10th, August 31st, and September 3rd. As always, for more information, go to WJBF.com. Columbia County's first hospital is almost ready to open. The WellStar Columbia County Medical Center is going to start taking patients August 26th. Leaders say the new facility will really expand access to health care for people in Columbia County and surrounding communities.
Columbia County's fast growing, it's big, a lot of great things going on. But you think about the rural communities and the bedroom communities around this hospital in this county, it's just going to be so great for them. It's also going to give the county just something else to market besides good school systems and great economic development.
Open house coming up this Saturday if you want to check out the hospital. 9 till noon on Saturday. Everybody's welcome then. Georgia is getting more than $3 million in federal funding to protect drinking water after natural disasters. Senators John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock say the money is going to help prevent sewer backups, support emergency infrastructure repairs, and improve disaster preparedness. It comes from the bipartisan American Relief Act and will help communities hit hard by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton.
You know, one of the things is obviously important is if we're going to make sure that our kids can read, we have to start earlier.
Coming up, Georgia educators are looking beyond the first day of school, why they are pushing lawmakers to overhaul the way schools are funded.
High temperatures near 90, low temperatures near 70, and daily chances of showers and storms. It's typical August for us, and I'll have more details when we return.
Kimmel's summer guest host. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Once again, I am tracking a little bit of rain right around the Augusta metro. You can see northern Burke County dealing with a shower. Also, just to the south of Television Park, impacting parts of Bobby Jones Expressway, we have a little bit of rain that'll be in and out quickly, and then one tiny shower in between New Ellington and Jackson. Now, here's a look at those rainfall totals today. Many places stay dry, but you can see these little yellow areas here. That's up to 2 inches of rainfall. So any showers that did develop brought some heavy rain that sat over the area for a long period of time. And that was the case in parts of Edgefield County. Here's a look at our Live Viper 6 neighborhood network powered by Tempest. You can see over at Fido's Farm, 1.5 inches of rain, 1.25 inches over at Turkey Road, and then up to 1 inch over at 2 Mile Drive in downtown Edgefield. Trenton, you picked up around 3/4 of an inch of rain. So that just goes to show how those rainfall totals can really vary even within one singular county. But our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing dry conditions at the moment, but of course we are watching that one tiny shower. 74 degrees, winds are calm, dew points are high in the 70s. We still have a lot of moisture around with this stalled frontal boundary. And then if you look closely here, you can see this counterclockwise spin with those showers and storms and the cloud cover. You can really see it here on our water vapor imagery. This is looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere where we have an upper level low. That's why we've had those showers and storms over the past few days. Now, we will have that tomorrow as well. well. Starting out at 70 degrees, partly cloudy skies, then hitting the 90-degree mark in the afternoon with some of those storms developing. But instead of it being from that upper level low, that will fade away, but we will still be under the influence of this Bermuda high pressure. So this is going to lead to a southeast wind coming in, bringing in lots of moisture, leading to those chances of showers and storms each day. Highest chance is going to be on Thursday, up to 40%. We do need some more rainfall in Augusta, especially. Notice we're still under an inch, but we're only into the first few days of August, so we still have plenty of days to go. But notice on Thursday, we will be watching for the possibility of minor flooding again. All of us are under a marginal risk of that. So here's our futurecast tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. That stalled frontal boundary moves away. We're no longer seeing that upper level low either, and those scattered showers and storms move in during the afternoon and evening. All of the mornings will be dry though, so this is a typical summertime pattern where we start out dry, then we see those hit or miss showers and storms. That continues all the way into Friday night, and then over the weekend you can see those showers and storms impacting the South Carolina coastline, and some of those could move inland as well. Here's a closer look tomorrow at noon. Mostly dry, then a bit more coverage as we get into the afternoon hours, into the early evening, and then up until around 9-10 o'clock we'll still see some lingering showers. So rainfall totals still very spotty through Friday. Some places dry, while other places could get up to 2 inches of rainfall. And that 10-day forecast now showing a low of 70 tonight with a high of 91 tomorrow. We'll be up to 93 as we head into the weekend, then 94 on Monday. Rain chances going down to 20% next Tuesday through Thursday.
All right, Jenna, thanks a lot. As students go back to class, educators are already fighting for more counselors, better pay, and more resources. But first, the winning numbers from tonight's South Carolina Lottery. Pick 3, 618. Pick 4 tonight, 8344. The fireball was 5.
For many in the CSRA, the most dangerous.
Coming out, many drivers have found themselves wishing they could fly over traffic at one point or another. Wouldn't that be nice? Just avoid it all? Well, one man went ahead and did just that.
We're the Morgan Boys.
I'm Matt. I'm Mike.
The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there. From cloudy days and rainy nights to scorching heat and everything in between, the CSRA's most trusted weather team is always working for you.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
So when the weather changes, always stay prepared. Anywhere, anytime. The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
For years, WJBF News Channel 6 and our partners have championed local families through our Children First campaign. Together, our mission has been to strengthen our community by uplifting children and their families across the CSRA. Count on News Channel 6 as we make a difference in the lives of local children. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First. WJBF News Channel 6's Children First is sponsored by Bridgestone. The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by the Barnes Law Office. News Channel 6 wants to treat you to lunch. Enter to win a meal for up to 10 people at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Who says there's no such thing as a free lunch? So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at WJBF.com/lunchbunch.
We have one little quick shower happening in now at Television Park, but most of the CSRA is dry, and it will be dry to start your Wednesday. Then once we get into the afternoon and early evening hours, we'll have a 30% chance of showers and storms with a high of 91. Then we get a little bit hotter, 93 over the weekend, still that same rain chance, and then up to around 94 to 95 next week. Rain chances down to 20%.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Sheriff's deputies in Wisconsin were stunned to find a helicopter in the parking lot of a Cabela's store. The 69-year-old pilot said, yeah, he flew there because the drive was too long. The officer said he was properly licensed. He landed safely, as you can see there. He complied with all FAA regulations, so there were no violations. one way to travel if you so choose.
Wow.
Not a lot of cars in the parking lot,
No, he had the whole place to himself. Might as
Yeah.
well land there.
Might as well, yeah. Nice trip for him. Well, that is our report for now. We appreciate you watching, and we look forward to joining you again tomorrow. Have a good night.
Staying ahead of the weather is essential.
I'm Chris Hudson, and I'm proud to sponsor the 10-day forecast on News Channel 6. Chris Hudson Injury Law, from here for you.
WJBF and our partners continue to champion local families through our Children First campaign. Together, we hope to strengthen our community by uplifting children across the CSRA. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First.
What can an extra $75 a month buy? A few dinners out or another online order. Fun today, but gone tomorrow. Instead, imagine investing that same $75 in beautiful new flooring you'll enjoy every single day. Right now at A&D Carpets and Hardwoods, payments start at around $75 a month with special financing. Why spend money on things that disappear when you can invest in something that adds style and value for years? A&D Carpets and Hardwoods, come see us today.
Powerful officials were denied